Thanks for coming back to check on a daily dose of ebony. I'm working on a daily dose part, but yeah, I'll give you a dose of ebony for right now, okay? The title of this video is called 6 Ways to Encourage a Child to be vegan. Either you're converting a child over or you're working with little ones that have never had meat before. For mines, for the most part, they haven't had meat, so it's just about being creative and making sure that I have vegan options on hand. So, yes. So the first tip, I'm actually going to share 6 tips on this topic. And the first tip is let them help you. It is priceless to actually let your little one help you in the kitchen. I have noticed that the more my daughter helps, the more she eats. It's just something about them knowing exactly what's going inside their food that allows them to actually try it. And this goes with almost anything that I allow her to help me cook. She is more willing to try it. And I have tried it the other way where I haven't allowed her to help and she will refuse to try it. I also considered starting a garden for the 2 little ones, as far as, growing tomatoes and green onions and greens and things like that, because I'm sure that would encourage them to actually eat things that they see us grow, and it would also teach them a skill. So, yes. Tip number 2, make familiar food. So this is more for the parents that's switching their kids over to a more healthy lifestyle, like more vegetables and things like that, and they want to, you guys want to get off of any type of food. Like, for example, if you're trying to not eat dairy, there's actually and your kid loves macaroni and cheese, there is a recipe for macaroni and cheese that's dairy free. So you will make items that you know that your kid loves, just make the alternative that does not have dairy or meat and things like that. If you know that your kid loves meatballs, there's an alternative meat form that you could make meatballs. If your kid loves chicken, you could make cauliflower chicken, fry the cauliflower. So you just have to make sure that you pick the alternatives of what your kid likes. So tip number 2 is make familiar items. Tips number 2, make familiar items, okay? Tip number 3 is green smoothies. So a lot of us have picky eaters, and I'm going to put this back on tip number 1, where if you have your kid help you make the green smoothie, your kid would be more open to drinking that green smoothie. And on top of that, you'll get things into your kid that picky eaters usually don't like to eat. So you know that your picky eater don't like carrots, you put that in a green smoothie. You can't get your picky eater eat walnuts, put that in a green smoothie. You know what I'm saying? Most kids don't like kale, but it's a superfood. Put that in a green smoothie, and just allow your kid to help you make it, and it will increase the chances of your kid actually drinking that green smoothie, as well as you're killing 2 birds in 1 stone, introducing those items that you know that your kid doesn't like to eat. Sometimes, like if my daughter doesn't like carrots, so most of the times if I add carrots in it, it's when she's not looking. Yeah, so, and she drinks it all up like it's ice cream. Okay, and then tip number 4 is keeping the food separate. And the reason why I made that a tip is because sometimes, like if we make salad, we want to mix all of our stuff all up together. Some picky eaters don't really like that. Or if we make like a burrito bowl, some picky eaters will prefer to have their beans, their rice, their avocado, like that, like separate. Their green onions, their tomatoes, like separate. So try that if your kid is a picky eater, because sometimes I know my daughter or my son, both of them do this. They'll look at it and they'll be like, it's way too much going on. So I have to take the plate back and remake it and just separate all the items, you know. So try that. And then tip number 5 is offer lots of fruits. A lot of kids, they frown at vegetables, but they're pretty happy with fruits. So we should be offering it. I offer fruits at every single meal, and I offer vegetables out of at mostly, I try to do it at every meal, but for sure it's included in 2 snacks and the 2 dinners, you know. So but fruits are really good for kids because they love them. So what I try to do is get the stuff that's in season. I look up what's in season on Google, and it tells me, okay, this month this is what's in season. So just so that we're not getting in the habit of doing the same oranges and apples and bananas. No. There's a whole wide range of fruits and vegetables that we can be offering our kids. So we should be offering them those items at every sitting or every snack, really, because we need those and the kids need those. And this is the final tip. It's tip number 6, and it is, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. It's never make it a big deal. So this is more for the parents that's trying to convert their meat eaters over to being a vegan, a vegetarian, a pescatarian, whatever your choice is. If you're trying to convert your kid over, you don't never want to fight with your kid over food. They will actually resent you for it, despise you for it, and you will make the conversion harder. You want to make it a lighthearted, like an option, like oh, mom's eating this, dad's eating this type thing, just like a option, like here. Don't never, oh no, you're gonna eat this, and make it a big deal, a big argument, a big back and forth. That's not how we do it. So we want to just slowly if they're used to eating meat, we want to slowly increase the intake of vegetables or our seafood or whatever you're trying to wean them off of. We want to do it gradually, because if you just wake up one day and then, you know, it's harder for the kid, and we don't never want to make it a big deal, okay? Just gradual and just offer and go, you know? So those are the 6 tips on raising kids that are in a special lifestyle, either vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, no dairy, you know, whatever your option is. Those are a couple of tips that I can offer to you guys, what I'm doing with my children. If you would like me to share with you guys some recipes that I actually offer to my children, just let me know in the comments below. And also, I'll go ahead and link below a couple videos that may be interest to you. I might have a video on tips to homeschool your children. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and leave that link below. Go ahead and make sure you check that out. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you liked about this video. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave that in the comment below. And yeah, until next time, bye-bye for now.